Hello, everyone, and welcome. You are here with Kirk and Goran from Pickdawgz, and we are here to talk about this big matchup in the Euro Cup 2024 finale between Spain and England. That game is being played on Sunday, July 14th in Berlin, in Germany. It's going to be a great game between two teams. Uh, well, at least one of these two teams has been doing pretty well in this tournament, has been outstanding, won every single game they played, and that was Spain. We know what they did in the group stage. We know what they did to France in the semifinals. They dominated probably one of the best teams in the world. Uh, they got a bit lucky against Germany, but I wouldn't say it was undeserved, unfortunately for you, Kirk. While England on the other side, they've squeaked through the group stage, haven't scored a lot of goals, played miserable football for pretty much the entire group stage and half the knockouts. Their form did improve in the semifinals and quarterfinals, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time believing that they have what it takes to beat Spain in this finale, Kirk.
Yeah, I mean, Spain's the best team in the world, undoubtedly, in my opinion. I don't think any team really comes close. You can say Argentina, France, really they didn't do anything this tournament. England, I wouldn't even put in my top five right now in the world. So I I think this has to be Spain all the way. I mean, I'm not overcomplicating this one. I mean, it's been a while since they've had like some of that flair that we know from Spain, like the wingers really like David Villa. I think I kind of see that in Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams. They kind of have guys that they have the midfield that's very solid, but then guys on the wing that can actually create a play, and they haven't had that in the last 6 to 8 years. They've had trouble finding goals, but this is such a well balanced Spain team. All their suspended guys will be back in the lineup for this final. And I don't, I'm a Bayern fan, but Harry Kane should not be starting for this England team. Ivan Toney or Ollie Watkins, in my opinion, should be starting up top. And I think they're going to have a hard time scoring even one goal on this Spanish team. I'm keeping this easy. I'm going with Spain to lift the cup. If somehow England does keep it draw for 90 minutes, I think Spain will get it in extra time, just like they did against Germany. So that's going to be my pick, Spain to win the Euros at minus 144.
You know what, you're saying that Harry Kane shouldn't start, and that is exactly one of the biggest problems with this England team. No matter how badly they played in the first 2, 3 games of the group stage or whatever, there hasn't been any single changes in the starting lineup, right? If you made a change or two, maybe even three, to get your team going, maybe give a bit of a break to your starters like Harry Kane or Phil Foden or whatever, just disrupt that negative flow that they have, maybe your team would perform a lot better. And if we go maybe dissecting these two teams, from the goalkeeper to the offense, I mean, there isn't a single player from England I would take over Spanish player at all. I mean, you have Unai Simon and Jordan Pickford, two goalkeepers. I would go with Unai Simon any day of the week. Um, Laporte and Lenormand have been outstanding for Spain as the defensive pair. Uh, then you have Carvajal on that right flank, who had an outstanding season with Real Madrid. He's playing outstanding football here for Spain. Marco Corella hasn't done anything significant, but he's always there. Defense is in his mind all the time, and then he will always move up front wherever he can, whenever he has space. And as well as Declan Rice and Kobe Mainoo did for England in that midfield position, Fabian Ruiz and Rodri are, I would say, 2 steps above them right now. That's a masterclass performances by those two players. And then you have up front, you have Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, like you said, and Dani Olmo, who once again is having an outstanding tournament. He's been assisting, he's been scoring goals. The defenses have been having a lot of problems stopping him. And I mean, Kyle Walker not doing so well in this tournament. John Stones, just an average defender right now. And Mark Guehi, this is his first major tournament. I would say he's done well, but they haven't faced an opponent as strong as Spain as of right now. And Spain, I would honestly say that they are probably a step and a half, 2 steps maybe above this English team. So I do like Spain to win. I do like to win in the 90 minutes. Honestly, I would just take them on the money line in the 90 minutes. But for me personally, I'm gonna take Spain team total over 1.5 goals at plus 165. You can be sure that they will create a lot of chances in this game, and with so many great, outstanding shooters from outside the box like Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, even Rodri and Fabian Ruiz can take those shots. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they scored 2 or 3 goals against England in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it last game, which I thought was kind of weird when Spain only had like 2 shots in the second half. And England, they like to score goals late, so I don't think Spain is going to really hold on here and just try to pass the ball around for 45 minutes in the second half. They're going to go for goals, and they're probably going to get goals. Especially, I see Spain leading here earlier than later, so England's going to have to play catch up, and we know how fast Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams are. So there could be a lot of opportunities for counters. And then looking at what you said, I could make the case for Danny Carvajal to win the Ballon d'Or. I know it sounds crazy, but he had the game-winning goal in the Champions League final. He had a goal in this tournament. He's really been the rock for Real Madrid and Spain in this back line. So Carvajal's I he's one of the best right backs maybe to ever play this game. So, and then I'll go to the Kobe Mainu point. I think Kobe Mainu has actually been England's best player in this tournament. I saw some stat that he's completed the most passes by percentage over a certain amount of passes. So Kobe Mainu looks like England's best player, and that's crazy to say considering how much talent there's on that team. So that really shows the gap. If Mainu's your best player and you're in the finals, they've done something right, but against a team that I don't even know who's Spain's best player. There are 4 players who could win the player of the tournament for Spain. I'd say Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, Danny Olmo, or Lamine Yamal, and I think all of them have a fair argument. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in my mind, I used to play a lot of soccer. I was a midfielder, and in my mind, there's nobody better than Rodri. I mean, that guy, the way he plays, the way he glides between the lines, his passing, his vision, and then there's a lot of defensive effort. He's not afraid to get a little bit rougher. He's a big, strong guy. For me, Rodri personally, I think if Spain wins the tournament, and I think they will, I think that Rodri will be the player of the tournament. So it's absolutely well deserved. He's an outstanding player, and with him and without him, Spain is completely different team. Um, to play in that position and get only one yellow card in the entire tournament, to play flawlessly every single game, I think he deserves it, and I think he will get it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm just looking right now, and the books are actually favoring Lamine Yamal. I mean, not taking anything away from him. I think it's got to be a midfielder. I think it's got to be someone that plays both sides of the ball. I mean, Fabian Ruiz has a solid case, 2 goals, 2 assists in this tournament. So my pick would be either Fabian Ruiz or Rodri. And even if England wins somehow, I still think a Spanish guy is going to win best player of the tournament. There's been no English player that's been good enough for that title.
Yeah, definitely. And earlier, I was gonna say that England has a bright future ahead of them with all the talented young players they have, but then I remember that the English FA wants Gareth Southgate to stay as the head coach even after this tournament, and then I changed my mind. They don't have any bright future ahead. I get it; they got to the Euro Cup finale twice in a row. They did a decent job at the World Cups as well, but come on, man! If you have a team like that with so much depth, with so much quality, how do you not win anything?
Yeah,
Any
I
other
mean,
coach, sorry, any other coach of any other team, if they had a roster like that, they'd be winning at least one major tournament in the last 6 or 8 years.
yeah, I mean, hey, hopefully we're not jinxing Spain here by talking as them about winners as they have already won. But yeah, I mean, I would you rather lose in the group stage or make a final and lose twice in a row? I don't even know. I think it'd be too much heartbreak losing in a final 2 times in a row. So I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see, but hopefully Spain gets the job done here with a couple of goals at least. But there you have it, guys. Once again, thank you for joining us here. Thank you for sticking with us during the entire tournament. It was fun. It was fun discussing these games with you in the comment section. So feel free once again to leave the comments. And before you know it, guys, we'll be back with some club soccer that kicks off in early August with a lot of games. A lot of great players have made some changes with their clubs, a lot of new coaches around Europe. So it's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of games to talk about and a lot of games to bet on. Uh, as for our premium picks, guys, you can click the links in the description that will get you up to our pages where you can sign up or simply put us together in that 2-for-1 capper promotion and get all of our premium picks for the day or the next 3 days or 7 days, depending on the package you purchase. There's also that Golden Boot VIP access for the high roller batters that we have, guys. Simply text the word goal to 443-780-5663. If you see yourself as a big better who's betting at least $500 and above that, who has a bit of a bigger bankroll and is willing to commit to a monthly pass, that's where you're getting my top bets, the bets where I put a lot of money on as well. And that's the program where we are making a lot of money as well. So check it out, guys, and we'll get you set up. That's it. Enjoy your day, guys. Good luck with all of your bets, and stay tuned for more free picks coming up soon.